How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another instalment of the Fantasy FIFA Draft. Now, as you guys know, I uploaded a video of the Fantasy FIFA Draft last week, or, well, I don't know when you're going to see this, so it's about a couple of weeks ago, I think. About a couple of weeks ago from when this episode comes out. But we're doing it again. It is the same people, except this time we have Total FIFA Career Mode in and not Virtual. Welcome Total FIFA Career Mode to the Fantasy FIFA Draft. So if you guys don't know what's going on here, the rules for this one are slightly different, but the base premise of it remains the same. So the rules for this one is a Euros edition. We picked, I think, the 25 best countries from Europe based on the FIFA World Rankings. So the top 25 European countries on the FIFA World Rankings have been selected in this, and we split them into 5 pots. So pot 1 was the best 5, pot 2 was the next best 5, and so on. And what happened was, in every round we had 5 picks each, and we had to pick one player from each country. So we all have a player from all 25 countries. And we didn't have a budget, so we could literally pick anyone we wanted. So there was no budget cap. If Ronaldo's free, you get a Ronaldo. Pretty much, it's as simple as that. Well, you choose Ronaldo. You don't have to choose Ronaldo, but you know, if he's free, you're gonna pick him, aren't you? Although most of us in the first round didn't really take up that option. And the rest of it remains pretty much the same. We simulate through one season. The club we've picked this time is Lille, and we simulate through a whole season. Whoever does the best wins. It's as simple as that. And don't forget, if you win the Champions League, that overrides anything anyone else has done in the league. If you win the Champions League, that is what you go off pretty much. So we simulate through one season. You play 5 games minimum, plus any cup finals. So that any cup finals you play don't eat into your 5 games. You play 5 games plus cup finals. One game has to be against your team's rivals. Now, unfortunately for Lille, their biggest rivals are RC Lens, who are in Ligue 2. So we chose the team that was geographically closest to Lille in Ligue 1, and that team was Amiens. So Amiens are posing as Lille's rivals, so you have to play one game against them, and then 4 other games completely of your choice. Doesn't matter who you play against. And without further ado, let's have a look at the squads that I managed to draft. So then, before we get into this season, I'm going to quickly go through the team that I have built for this season. So I've already told you the rules and how I ended up with this team, but the team I've ended up with is solid. It has to be said. I mean, the starting lineup, look, I've got Neuer in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Ruben Dias, who will definitely grow through the season, Virgil van Dijk, who's already good, Grimaldo, who will definitely grow, Rakitic, Milinkovic-Savic, Sabitzer, Politano, Hazard, and of course the man himself, Kylian Mbappe. And moving on to the bench, Martin Dubravka as the substitute goalkeeper, Mario Fernandes, Christensen, Josh King, Zielinski, Cengiz Ünder, and Isak, who is supposed to be the new Ibrahimovic. I had the actual Ibrahimovic in the last one. I've now got the potential new Ibrahimovic in this one. And finally, onto the reserves, John Egan, Marin, Zinchenko, Finn Bogason, Briel Mbolo, Tom Lawrence, and Will Grigg. But anyway, now I've shown you the squad, let's get right on with the season. So then, after 1 month of play, we find ourselves second in the league, only behind PSG, having scored 1 less goal. But we have won all 4 of our games in January? August even. Which is not a bad start at all, is it? And then we go into September, and we're now above PSG. We've won all 8 of our games, as have they, and we've scored 25 and conceded 2. But what better first game to play than against the team we did it with last time, Valencia. Of course, with us choosing Lille, it means we're in the exact same Champions League group as we were in the first episode, which just blows my mind as Mbappe puts a ball in for Sabitzer, who scores instantly. I actually bumped the difficulty up to Legendary for this one after I was playing on World Class for the last one. I go up to Legendary and I take the lead against Valencia after 3 minutes through Marcel Sabitzer. Going to the 12th minute now though, and Mbappe plays another ball through to Sabitzer and he scores again. Just easy as you like. Marcel Sabitzer has 2 goals in 14 minutes, which, to be honest with you, I was not expecting him to be the goal scorer that I was, that we needed, that's for sure, as Rodrigo heads over there for Valencia. But we go into the 44th minute now. Hazard plays it through to Rakitic. Rakitic into Sabitzer again, and he's got a hat-trick, just like that. Marcel Sabitzer, what a guy. He just comes out of nowhere and just bags 3 goals just like that. I mean, you gotta love the guy, haven't you? I signed him. I had Mbappe up front to score all the goals. Nah, mate, Sabitzer's just taken over this place. It's just ridiculous. We now go into the second half, and Rakitic, what a ball that is through to Mbappe. He's through on goal here, but decides to pass it across to Eden Hazard, who makes it 4. What a resounding victory this is going to be in the first game that we play in this episode. Something I didn't manage to do in the last one at all. As Valencia think they've scored through Kondogbia, but he's offside, so screw you. And that is how the game ends. Valencia 0, Lille 4. What a fantastic win that is, and what a performance from Marcel Sabitzer. 3 goals in the first half. What a man, what a guy. Just brilliant. After the end of October, us and PSG still level on points. We've still won all 11 of our games, but we have scored more goals. We have a better goal difference, and that is why we're ahead. So, all looking good so far, isn't it? Absolutely no losses whatsoever yet, not even in the Champions League. Our second game of this episode, though, sees us take on Marseille at the Orange Velodrome, or the Stade Velodrome, or whatever you want to call it. Obviously, that's just the sponsor, isn't it? But the ball's played through to Benedetto, and Neuer has to make the save. Decent save, it's the first thing he's had to do so far. Ball's played through to Politano. Politano through to Mbappe. Scoop turns his man, but it's the crossbar. He should have really scored that one, shouldn't he, I think. Milinkovic-Savic plays through to Mbappe. This is the 58th minute. He's running through here, goes to pass across, and Sabitzer's shot is blocked by Rakitic. Fantastic. And that's the end of the game. Those 2 chances you saw from me were the only 2 chances I had in the game. Literally, I had 2 shots, 1 on target. That was the one on target, the second shot. And it's a 0-0 draw. So, that means PSG now go ahead of us because they've won all their games, but we play them now. We are off to the Parc des Princes to play against PSG, and let's see if we can get our own back and get back above them in the league. As Politano plays the ball through to Mbappe, he flicks it up. That was really the only decent chance of the first half that we had. Actually, no, it wasn't, because we're going through again as Politano. He's all the way through. Surely he's going to score this. That was poor. Now, still in the first half, actually, as Ruben Dias plays the ball out to Hazard. He didn't mean to do that. It was just a clearance. Hazard heads on for Mbappe. Mbappe down the wing. Turns inside, gives it to Sabitzer. Sabitzer has a shot, and it's saved by Keylor Navas. We now go into the second half, though, straight after half time. Hazard crosses it in. It's headed away by Thiago Silva. Milinkovic-Savic back to Mbappe. Mbappe tries to get it over Kimpembe. He fails at his first attempt, but at his second attempt, boom! That is how you respond. Kylian Mbappe scoring against the club that he actually plays for, and what a celebration to match as well. That was, I'm pretty sure, his weaker foot as well. I mean, what a goal that was. He left Mbappe on the he left Kimpembe on the floor, and then just did that just to rub salt in the wounds. But not long after, Icardi plays the ball through to Ander Herrera, who gives it to Cavani, and Ander Herrera receives it back and scores himself. That was only a few minutes after we scored, so we need to be careful here, because even though PSG may be without Mbappe, they still have Cavani, they still have Icardi, they still have players like Ander Herrera. As Zielinski plays a ball out to Cengiz Under through to Mbappe, and what a ball that is for Mbappe. And Zielinski puts it into the back of the net. The keeper came for Mbappe. Mbappe got the ball in way too quickly for him, and Peter Zielinski makes it 2-1 to Lille. And just after now, we're in the 87th minute. Mbappe puts the ball through, and it's Zielinski who's through again. Like, how is it him? He's a centre mid, but he scores. Okay, I've got to admit, that was a bit of a fluke, that goal. That really shouldn't have gone in. Navas should have saved that, but you know what? Who cares? We scored anyway. Wambanat now. Surely it's too late for PSG to start a comeback. It's put back into the box, and Choupo-Moting of all people scores. Choupo-Moting, the man who missed from the goal line, scores. Like, I know I may have won this game, but conceding to Choupo-Moting is just embarrassing. Anyway, I think I should call that a massive dub, boss man. Now at the end of November, and we are on top. We haven't lost the game yet. 13 wins, 1 draw. We're 1 point ahead of PSG at the end of November. We're going into December now, and that's our Champions League group, by the way. 5 games, 5 wins, 15 goals scored, 2 conceded. We're already through with 1 game to spare. We're already finishing top with 1 game to spare. And it looks like Valencia are going to be out. So, haha to Valencia. We now head on to December. At the end of December, we're 3 points clear of PSG. 3 points clear. This is looking very, very good for us. We've only conceded 8 goals and we've scored 10 more goals than them. But now we head to our first home game in this episode, and it's against, of all teams, PSG. That is right. We played them once again in this save. Like, we were always going to play PSG twice, weren't we? And we're in the 9th minute now, and Icardi gives PSG a 1-0 lead. So we've got to remember, this is PSG. You know, we might be the best team in the league right now, but PSG are not far behind. 23rd minute now, Verratti absolutely sells Rakitic, and Meunier forces to save out of Neuer. Just get it away, lad. Jeez, get it away. What are you doing? Thank God that Di Maria doesn't have a right foot. Hazard now gives it to Sabitzer. Sabitzer to Rakitic. Rakitic to Mbappe. Good turn of pace for Mbappe has a shot. That was our first decent chance of the game, saved by Keylor Navas. We go into the second half now, and Neymar's on the ball. He's in way too much space, and when he's in way too much space, he can just produce things like that. Like, straight away, bang, top corner, nothing you're going to do about it. 2-0 to PSG, and stop dancing, mate. And that is how the game ends. 2-0 to PSG. That's our first loss of the entire season, and it is to PSG of all teams. That is not what I needed. The one team I did not want to lose to was PSG, but unfortunately we did. However, we remain 2 points ahead at the end of January. 19 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. PSG have drawn an extra game, so we are 2 points ahead. Fantastic stuff. But now, after this one, which is the end of February, as you can see, we are now 7 points ahead of PSG. 7! Ridiculous. But now, we head in to a different sort of game. We head in to a cup final. And as you can see, we're back at the Parc des Princes again. Surely we're not playing PSG again. We're actually not. We're playing against Marseille. In January, we knocked PSG out of this tournament. So, good job, really. But Marseille, of course, they were a very annoying team to play against, and they continued to be in this game as well. Of course, in the last game, we just couldn't get past their defence, and they were battering ours. Ball played out to Politano, chips in. Lovely, delightful dink to Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, and he makes it 1-0 to us. Come on, lads. We've got this. To get our first trophy of the season, we have got to win this game, and we are... Wow, okay, the screen just turned off as I'm commentating. There we go. Sabitzer is through on goal, but he can't finish his dinner. After scoring a hat-trick in the first game, Marcel Sabitzer suddenly just could not finish anything, and Mbappe plays the ball through, Rakitic hits the crossbar, and it's headed out for a corner. Heading into the 58th minute now, Thauvin plays it through for Benedetto. I'm so shocked that he didn't score that, because he should have scored that really, shouldn't he? Thauvin puts a corner in. What a save that was from Neuer off Kaleta-Car's header. I mean, that was mad. And Sanson plays it through for Benedetto, but of course Benedetto's offside. He was behind the goalkeeper, so he was never going to be onside. Which, again, good job he wasn't. But now Marseille have one last chance. Crossed in, it's punched away by Neuer, and Zielinski now plays it up to Isak, who chests it down and shoulders it to Sabitzer. Sabitzer out wide to Hazard. This to seal the cup final, and he has done it. Eden Hazard scores the second of the game, 4 minutes into the 3 added on, and that is it. Lille are the champions of the Coupe de la Ligue. And at the end of April, we are still 7 points clear of PSG. We've won all of our games since they slipped up, and we're well on our way to winning the league now. We have 4 games left with 12 points to play for. It looks like we've won it. However, unfortunately, we're not going to be winning the Coupe de National because PSG actually knocked us out of that in the semi-finals on penalties. So that is the first simulated game that we've lost in this save, which is absolutely amazing. Like, I've never known a season go this well, but the final game in the league is against our rivals Amiens, as Mbappe scoop turns his man, but unfortunately his shot is straight at the goalkeeper. And this was sort of like a celebration game. We were so far ahead in the league, I had no idea if we'd won it at this point. Hazard gets a ball in, headed in by Mbappe, and he collects the rebound to make it a 1-0. Amiens were near the bottom of the league. I don't think they were in the bottom 2, but they were definitely near the bottom and fighting to stay in the league. But Mbappe makes their task even harder, but Amiens weren't here to just make up the numbers. No, they were going to have a go at us, as Neuer makes a save from the shot. I don't know who the player was who took the shot, but he makes a save anyway. And Hazard gives it to Mbappe. Oof, that control on his head though. What a bit of control that was from Kylian Mbappe. As he comes to again, he does a drag back, has a go, and hits it wide. We just cannot get the second goal, can we? Milinkovic-Savic now on the ball, gives it to Zielinski. Zielinski forward for Mbappe. Mbappe has another go, and again he puts it wide. This is definitely not a massive dub boss man at the moment. Mbappe, he goes to pass it in, he gets a lucky rebound, and he makes it 2-0, just on the stroke of half time. So we have finally got that second goal, and because of that, you know what time it is. Now into the second half, and Zielinski plays the ball out to Tom Lawrence on the wing. Lawrence cuts inside, Sabitzer gives it to Grigg. Will Grigg is through, and Will Grigg scores. I was not going to pick him in the draft if I wasn't going to play him at any point, and Will Grigg is most certainly on fire. Lawrence now plays it into Grigg. Grigg with another brilliant turn. He's in again. He scores again. Will Grigg gets 2 goals after coming on at half time as a substitute. And of course, this second one was set up by the man on his right, or on his left, but on the right, Tom Lawrence. Oh man, that just felt so good. He's only 66 rated. Amiens coming forward though. It's Konate on the ball, and it gives it back to Ivanusec, who gets the consolation for them. Unfortunately, we don't keep the clean sheet, but it doesn't matter because we are running through on goal here with Tom Lawrence, who has a shot. It's full time, and look at the celebrations. You know what that means. We have won the league in this game. And there we have it. 109 points after 38 games, 36 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. PSG only managed 102. I can't believe I said they only managed 102, but what a season it has been. That could not have gone any better in my opinion. We scored 106 goals and conceded only 16. We had a goal difference of 90. It was absolutely astonishing. But, however, you think the season is over? No. We've got 1 game left to play, and it's against an old foe from the last episode. what a ball from Zielinski. Hxnleyy, he's in. It's Hxnleyy to make it 1-0. Yes! Come on! What a start that is. Hxnleyy. I believe he's the top scorer for the team. We'll check that after this game, of course. Oh, what a finish that is. So a nice ball out to Mbappe as it goes. Saved by Hxnleyy. And there is massive dub, boss man. Oh, Van Dijk. Oh no, he's letting pass. No. No, this is no. Yes, Neuer. Yes, it's not a penalty as well. Thank God for that. Yes, that man is a legend. What a save this is. Oh, beautiful. I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but whenever I play football in real life, I get so much more satisfaction out of making a great save than I do scoring a goal or a great goal. That's just the mindset of a goalkeeper, isn't it? Anyway, we're leading 1-0 at half-time. Brilliant stuff so far. Don't mind me, I'm just going through the camera filters to see if I can find a better one that suits the white wall. Well, that one's a nice one, that would have suited the grey wall, that's for sure. I've suddenly gone from needing a very contrasting one to a very not contrasting one. Hopefully I'll look a bit better on the camera. Roberto, it's the goaler. Yes, Neuer, come on! I've got to know this is the Champions League final. I'm commentating it like it's just your normal average. Well, I suppose I have to, really. But boy, if I win this game, though, the celebrations will be through the roof. Milinkovic Savic out to the side. Under! Yes! Hxnley's under! Come on! That's got to be it now, surely. But then again, I am playing against Juventus, so anything can happen. But I am super happy with how that all played out. Come on! Oh, Isak is through. Isak is through. Alexander Isak for one final goal. Yes! Come on! That is surely it now. If that is not it, then, well, I'm rubbish at this game. That wasn't like a fluke as well. That was a delightful dink over the goalkeeper. I mean, Hxnleyy could have done a bit better here, but it wasn't like it went through him. It genuinely went over him. If I win this Champions League, this potentially wins me the series for this week. Just letting you know. Because winning the Champions League overrides anything that anyone else has done in the league. If I'm the only person to win the Champions League, I win I win this week's series. So it's a big one, but I feel like other people will also win the Champions League. So hopefully the league form has aided me here. Just 2 minutes of added time to go. Neuer collects it. Yeah, that's how you collect it. Just 30 seconds left. We've got this. We've got this. We have done it! We've won the Champions League with this Lille team. Oh, and how good does that feel? That's the first time I've won the Champions League in FIFA 20. Oh, yes. That puts us right on course to potentially win this week's series. But I will turn my face off, I will shut up, and I will let you enjoy the celebrations. So there we go, guys. Let's just have a quick look at the stats. Manuel Neuer made 60 appearances. In fact, Hazard, Milinkovic, Savic and Alexander-Arnold all made 60 appearances in the league. Or not even in the league, just all together. They played every game in the league, every game in the League Cup, every game in the Champions League. Like, I don't know how. But let's have a look at the goals. Eden Hazard with 44 goals and 19 assists. That blows my mind. Mbappe, 27 goals and 16 assists. Milinkovic-Savic, centre mid, got 25 goals. 25! Sabitzer, 21 goals, 16 assists from Cam. Rakitic, 8 goals, 7 assists, and that was in 43 games. Like, that's ridiculous. And in terms of clean sheets, Manuel Neuer kept 36 clean sheets out of 60 games. What a man. But that is going to be the end of this video, guys. We won the league with 109 points. And we also won the Champions League. I can't think of a better way this video could have gone, apart from possibly winning every single game in the league. But if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new and you want to see more. And if you don't want to miss anything, then hit that little bell next to the subscribe button and you will get a notification when I upload. Sometimes you'll get it on the day, or sometimes, like in my case today, I got a notification for a video that was uploaded days ago. But at least I got a notification for it. But until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Peace.